Congratulations! Your name will be recorded in the Hall of Legends for all to see.
Hello. Happy Tuesday. So that's great, Jimmy. I hope you're able to hear back from it soon. I don't know how long their processes usually take, but fingers crossed for you. So thank you for 40 months. I appreciate it. I sure forgot to get back to you. I meant to talk with Upcarnus, but he was in meetings for most of the day. After deadline, which is February 1st. That's fair. I was outside trying to just unearth our car. Because, I didn't quite process, like, how much snow we got. I already know that, like, I had to, like, do some sort of a walkway. But, Upcarnus measured, and we got 17 inches. And boy howdy, I did not finish. But we were able to unearth the car. It did require Upcarnus coming out and helping by crawling through the car to get to the front seat so he could move the car to the end of the driveway so we could push the snow off of it and we could effectively have an area of our driveway that is free enough from snow to be able to get in and out of it. Poor mailman, like, came by while we were, like, finishing up the moving of the car. And he was just kind of like, just be careful, it's not worth your, like, life to be out driving and stuff. And it's just like, I'm not the one driving. I'm here. I'm very cold. So basically, I did that, came back in, had to get out of the wet clothes, warm up a little bit, eat, and then attempt to get ready for stream, where I had the very mild panic attack of one of the hard drives that I have externally connected to my computer was not working. And it had, like, at least half of the overlays that are on stream right now. So it was just like, okay, there's there are the recent follow subs, there's my PNGtuber and the game, and then the word H-Bomber guy. That was it. Luckily, plugging it in to the computer directly fixed it, so I don't know if maybe like a USB port on the hub went out, or if it's just not wanting USB, like, hub shenanigans. My computer's been having troubles even just taking a really long time to boot up. So I'm worried that the solid state drive in it is starting to go out, but hopefully not. Fingers crossed. Luckily we didn't lose power. There's just so much snow. Which, also, I did not realize. We got update 7.41, which gives the next phase of the phantom weapons, which I figured I should at least start that to see if how much of a grind that is, and at least get that grind started. And also space. The cosmic exploration has also been updated, so we might check out space. But for now, I figured I could check out the weapon, see how it goes. I have not really been much at my computer these last couple days, so there's much I need to catch up on, just in general. My dear Seal Style seems unusually enthused. Good to see you. What weapon are yours treating you well? I saw like thumbs up. I should angle the camera a little bit. Make it a little fun. Glad to hear it. Me and the crew might not be cut out for the fires of battle, but equipping an upstanding adventurer like yourself, it's its own reward. Any road, I'm keen to get your phantom weapon enhanced again, but Geralt ain't up to the task just yet. When is that man ever up to the task? That's not to say he's gotten work shy, mind. The bugger seems to be given the old endeavor some thought. I'm sure he'll tell you what he's been scheming at any rate. Please note that the current quest time worm techniques cannot be abandoned via the journal. Should you wish to do so, speak to... Okay. I have no plans to abandon it, but good to know. I've seen some sneak peeks of like what the phantom weapon is, so... At least for some of the weapons, I haven't seen it for the healers. I saw people showing off the Picto one. Throat is scratchy. It's probably just a little dry from having been outside. Which it is currently 19 degrees apparently outside. Don't worry though, I severely layer when I go outside. Well, I can handle the cold for the majority. I know that prolonged exposure to the cold could like be bad, especially when shoveling like snow, even with the electric shovel slash snowblower. So I even bring a chair out there so that way I could just like sit down and like rest and whatnot. Have a cover for my face so I'm not breathing in just cold air, and gloves and whatnot. We also have snow boots and long snowish jacket. Very puffy, very warm. Very good for needing to be outside for prolonged periods and helping to keep warm. Alright. Just the last I wanted to see. It's time we spoke about elevating that weapon of yours. After mastering that ancient technique from the archives, stone tablet, I've been itching to expand me repertoire and transform your weapon into something truly frightening. But if we start tinkering without a vision in mind, the process we've made will vanish into thin air like some bloody conjurer's trick. Which is why I've gotten the expedition Archaeologist, scouring the records for the perfect technique. I'd see how she's getting on, but I've had more than a sip of 2 of rum to pass the time. Don't reckon I can stomach much in the way of long-winded explanations on technical jargon right now. Seeing how it concerns your weapon, I figured you could go to Mistead. She's holed up in that building past the stairs to the west. Sorry, I just really love the fact that people will be cheering on others that are crafting away. Brings me immense joy. Alright, I imagine it's over here. I believe the notes said that there was also an update to the Crescent Occult. I don't talk to you. Why am I gearing as if I'm going to? Ah, you must be Calvi. If you're here regarding girl's request, I just now finished collating my findings with some invaluable insight from the archive, I might add. I've identified 3 promising methods of enhancement that may prove capable with your phantom weapon. The first is a stylic technique known as hex carving. Next we have Karnak Forgecraft, a method of imbuing arcane arguments that originate from the same self-city. And last but not least, the Mahachi technique of etheric conversion. I'd be delighted to provide a brief summary, should any of those have piqued your interest. Not the hex carving. The ruins of ancient Scala were hewn from the dense stone common to Garbania, while the material's durability is second to none. This very property makes it difficult to manipulate. Thus was a technique known as hex carving. Using hammers enhanced with a panoply of hexes, Gallic stonemasons could elect sculptural changes within the materials they worked with. I dare say the same principles would also apply to your phantom weapon, allowing for its complete reconfiguration. Yeah, I guess I'm asking about all of these. Are you by any chance familiar with the fabled warrior of Karnak and the fearsome arcane weapon they utilized? In a compulsual sense, their blades were perfectly neutral, designed to be subsequently enhanced with all matter of chimeric powers. To achieve this, the artisans made use of unexpected crystals during the smithing process. Geralt could replicate this method to enhance your phantom weapon and modify its aspect in one fell swoop. Certainly worth considering in this scholar's humble opinion. Alright. A most curious technique. One that requires all due caution, owing to its bizarre nature and terrific potency, if the description is to be believed. Its inventor was inspired by the very principle of etheric fusion that elevated your weapon to its current form. They thought to further amplify the effect by manipulating the ether imbued during the process. It is much to my chagrin that I cannot tell you more, so so degraded was the stone tablet bearing the inscription. From what I could glean, however, the technique involves imbuing a tool rather than the weapon itself. For a blessing, the required materials and overall procedure were perfectly legible, though the same cannot be said for the section regarding the final outcome. The only downside of being so small is that people's asses just come right into view, and I feel bad about it. I feel like I'm staring. I took the liberty of compiling a few notes just in case you wish to refer to the finer details at any point. Doubtless, you'll wish to consult with Geralt before choosing a method to replicate. May your endeavors bear fruit. I don't know what's gonna be best for healer. Expedition escort. Eventually. The fact that he was like right here. I don't know how relevant they are to plot. It's basically the relic weapons. I don't know how well they fit into like the world building or the world itself, but like all of these are like phantom weapons, and I don't know how they're going to be for this next patch. I know to get to the second one, we basically had to fill in like the little color like things he has on here by doing like trial roulettes, alliance raids, normal raids, one of the dungeons, I don't remember which one at the moment, but like kind of like when Karnas was talking about back in the I guess it was Heavensward? Alexander raids were Heavensward, I think. Where you had to gather light to level up your relic weapon. How that was a grind. You must be back from seeing the archaeologist. Did she turn up anything worthwhile? X-carving, huh? All well and good if you're looking to knock lumps out of stone, but it'd never work with a complex creation like your phantom weapon. Granok forge craft, no good either. What we're trying to do is forge a weapon with a bite of its own, not some lifeless set piece of dress up with magical bells and whistles. Etheric conversion, on the other hand, now that sounds promising. After all, ye won't find a technique more compatible with etheric infusion than one inspired by it. As soon as we get me hammer enhanced, I'll have your weapon honed to even deadlier perfection. But there's bits missing from the inscription. A few too many unknowns for my liking. Bah, as long as I know what materials I need and what I'm doing with them, we'll be fine. Besides, this technique's the only viable one out of the bloody lot. Your knack for stoking Geralt's fire never ceases to amaze me. Might I ask what is required to replicate this technique? Perhaps you took some notes during your meeting with the archaeologists? Okay. Me, the person, did not. But the person in game sure did. It looks like we'll require some umbra clay, a lump of etheric gammarite, a lump of aesthetic ether conductor, and a lump of aesthetic ether catalyst. And as you're doubtless already anticipated, vast quantities of ether. Oh, are we gathering gathering things again? Rest assured that the ether collection shall not fail you. With enough time, we can gather significant quantities on the Isle by ourselves. All I ask is that you procure the 4 ingredients I just mentioned. Unfortunately, the notes didn't specify where and how one ought to do so, but I believe umbra clay is widely traded in Tyrol. You're sure to find what you need in the markets of Tulliola. As for the aspect additives, a seasoned artisan would be able to craft them, though I'd wager they too can be bought for the right price. Once you deliver the required items to Geralt, we shall be ready to replicate the etheric conversion process and enhance his hammer. Cool. Details on obtaining each ingredient are noted in your journal. Okay. Do I have the correct crafting bits to be able to make the things? The other? No. Okay. Umber clay was to be bought in Leola, but put aesthetic there. Okay. We're in business. Kinda. I would be missing one. What on earth are you? Where can I get you? Oh, good. Okay. Bunker pine log. No, it probably would help for internet if I don't have a stream running in the background. I was lurking in on somebody's stream when I was working on stuff and forgot to close it out. Alright. Where can I find this fungal pine log? Tell me the ways, internet. Yeah, then. No! I need a tome! No! I want the log. Okay. Well. Where even is this? Oh, that's in living memory. Okay. That explains. That explains it. Okay, but the bad news is that I need a book. I need a book to be able to get that. You know what? This is alchemy. Can I do a test? I can't. Let's see if one of my macros possibly does it. Actually, I should have should have done a food. I'll wait for the macro to finish. Okay. Finish that first. This was food. Do a test. See if this gets the job done. Because if it does, I can make one for me and Upcarnus. And then worry about the other stuff. I'm also very tempted to just shout, be like, could I trade someone for one of these other ones? Cool. Okay. That will be enough. And we have the ingredients already, so I don't need to worry about that. We can make 2 of these. One for me, one for Upcarnus. Then I guess the macro should in theory work for the other one, so I can also make the other ones for us as well. Good time for chillin'. Definitely glad that the macro works, because I didn't want to have to waste it. Out one for Upcarnus. Maybe I make a third one and sell it on the market board? Jokingly, I need to get some money back from my excursions with setting up for savage raiding. I imagine once I, yeah, let's make a third one and throw it onto the market board, see how it does. I could use the money. Oh, I won't be able to buy... just realized. Need that log. The ding log. Like, oh, I can make the other ones. Except I'm missing a key ingredient. Maybe this will help to recoup my costs of needing to buy things. If I buy things, so probably just log. Okay. Need 4 of them. Alright, let's go back to Tulliola. I can cry at the market board prices for however much this log is going for. I would much prefer the book. But I don't know if I can buy the book. My assumption is no, but I probably should check. Put in tome. See what we get. Yeah, that's gonna be a no. Gotta do that myself. Okay, the prices are not as bad as I feared. Expected. Okay. Could I make? No, not the gathering. Okay, this is the one I need. Of course it is. I'll buy it. I assume that Apcarnus would be able to make, but I don't know if there's going to be another part of this, so I would rather... Rather buy now. Okay, Cleaner is where? Oh, it is right here. Okay. Let's turn that. I'm gonna do one. A3. Okay. Can weave? One of them's weaving. Yeah, one of them's weaving. Cool. Then I'll just need to get the clay. Which I guess I should check where that is. I guess he being Epcarnus would be able to make this particular one as a carpenter, but might as well make it for him. One more. That one. Pieces. Okay, yeah. The other one that I went ahead and bought off the market board could be made with blacksmith, armor, or goldsmith, so Epcarnus is certainly able to make it. Yeah, there is going to be a small bit of a grind. Gets phantom crystals, apparently. The crystals are gathered from things. So, good thing to get this out of the way. You know what, maybe I should make one for the market board. Why not? I realize also I should probably do M12 to get my last weapon piece so I can actually like get a tomed weapon, which would probably help with the savage rating going forward. In case anyone missed last stream of it, I was able to join a static in the Play Friends Discord. And the plan basically going forward for a while will be Fridays being raid night effectively for the couple hours. And then afterwards, like, it'll just be, whatever I feel up to doing. Okay. Should be. I'll adjust things. Might as well return that to my inventory because I won't take up a space. We're gonna leave the fire shards on there because those are always usually something to sell. Bring this to. Okay. Me. Damn, someone's trying to dip the price pretty hard. Although that is a very funny number, so you know what? I can get behind that. And they might not even sell, but you know, gotta support the local economy. Jokingly in game. Okay. Umbral clay. Jesus. Oh, there goes. Thank you for your purchase. I don't need the monies, but the monies is. Okay. There you are. So much money. Thank you for my stack. All right, back to Geralt. Wait, actually, is there a male Moogle here? There was one back there. I want to, before I forget, send these pieces over. Alright. One of these. One of these. have his pieces when he logs on. This upward. Ah, right. I was like, why can't I interact with you? I have everything you need. That's right. Find the ingredients I need, you hear? Me hammer won't enhance itself. And nobody. I'll do the job. While you were rooting about the markets, we filled up an empty ether well in preparation. Reckon I've earned a quick sniffer or rum for all the hard work. I'll be cracking once I've wet me whistle. Hand over the notes, would ye? Says here I've got to arrange the components on the ground and check the surroundings are safe and secure. Leading dubious, if you ask me. Well, it'd be a pain in the arse if anything happened to the ether wells, so I'll set up shop in this big old building. Sit tight, alright? Sorry to keep you waiting. What the bloody else is that? Ain't got a clue. It's quite obviously a void scent. How and why did it get here? Listen, I just follow the instructions. Knead the umbral clay into a palpable state, then shape the mass while combining it with the aspect additives. Next, infuse the form with life-given ether. After that, I just recited the words at the back of the note, and the next thing I knew, this little bugger was staring back at me. A truly masterful summoning, bravo. Perhaps this was one technique best left untested. No, we're gonna be sarcastic. A truly masterful summoning, bravo. Ah, those gods' given hands even worked wonders with a lump of bleeding clay. The instructions didn't bear any obvious relations to the summoning of void scent. No doubt that would have been apparent were the missing information to hand. Was this really supposed to happen? Afraid I don't see the connection between the puddle of grubbins and phantom weaponry. Ori? Where is this? Who am I? Ah, judging by your physical appearance, I believe you might be a species of void scent known as Hekai. in the common tongue. You are wrong. I'm not so feeble of frame. Well, that body of yours is just what I cobbled together with the clay and whatnot. I'm guessing your real form is something else entirely. Come to think of it, I recall hearing that summoned void scents require an appropriate vessel if they are to function effectively in this world. Perhaps your clay construction is unsuitable for this particular creature, thus limiting its power. Oh, do we know what kind of vessel that bleeding thing needs if we don't know its proper form? I cannot remember. Just our bloody luck. This is unpleasant. I want to go home. Wait, if you bugger off, we're back to square one. If you need my services, I demand ether. Much ether. Let's form a pact. Well, as long as you promise to lend us your power. I already have a pact, but why not add another? That's how this works, right? Oh, I sent your ether, sweet ether. With you, I will deal. Once my power flows, I will aid you. If this really is part of the process, we'll have to help the little bugger unleash their true power before we even think of enhancing Garot's armor. Or, not armor, hammer. Either way, glad to have you on board again. Alright, buddy. Drossel is pondering the next step forward. You think the little bugger can use their full power because the vessel's not up to scratch, right? Does that mean we ought to make it to match their true form? The closer the representation, the better, but it needn't be identical. The vessel is merely a temporary conduit for the summoned creature, after all. I had hands and feet. That's all I can recall, for now. Preparing a more suitable vessel may well help restore your memories. Meaning, we must extract more information to better mold an ideal form. It may require several iterations, but I'm positive we can succeed. If you're making it anyway, I have a mind to work some crystal paste into the mixture. It's clay containing a specific portion of pulverized crystal, and with it, plenty of ether. Reckon that ought to improve the bond between the bugger and the vessel. Ah, where are we gonna get hold of this crystal paste? It's easy enough to come across, especially on old battles fields and in places that have seen combat. 100 proportions of the stuff should do the trick. Sounds like more bleeding busy work. I will join you. We have a pact. The journey may help me remember. You best take this. Thank you for sparkles, birdie. I hope you're doing good. That's a phantom glass. You can use it to keep track of how much pace is required for remaking the vessel. Just like the Dokuli said, this will likely take a few tries before we get the vessel right, and that means I'll need you to gather multiple batches apace. Just how many batches that proves to be, we'll soon find out. Oof. I know that feeling. I need to poke CVS for a medication I've also been waiting on. Luckily, it's not a super important one, but it is helpful for allergies, so... We got 17 inches, Birdie. Epcarnus had someone, one of his buddies... I say shovel because that's the only thing that comes to mind, but I think they used, like, some sort of, like, small snowplow, to clear out the back of our car. So, like, half of the driveway. And I spent today, helping to unearth the car. So that way we could actually, like, drive it. Because the roads are pretty okay. They seem to take pretty high care of the roads. So, I did spend a lot of time outside, like, working to kind of get it, like, shoveled in spots and to get salt laid down. So there is a very small pathway leading to the main cleared area of the driveway. And the car is no longer covered in snow. Yeah. Hopefully you're all handling it all right. We didn't lose power, luckily, which I'm surprised about. I figured we were probably going to, but fingers crossed that that continues to hold up. To enhance Geralt's hammer and imbue your phantom weapon with greater power, you'll need to avail yourself of the summon void sense strength. Because the creature's capabilities are currently limited, however, its vessel must be built anew. The greater its attunement to said vessel, the greater its power will grow. The crystal paste Geralt requires for this task can be obtained by completing various duties. On the Occult Crescent's South Horn, crystal paste can be obtained from critical encounters, including the Forked Tower Blood. You may use the Phantom Glass to gauge your process and confirm which duties crystal paste can be obtained from. Please note that the current quest, In Pursuit of Perfection, cannot be abandoned via the journal. Should you wish to do so, speak with Dressio. Cool. Cannot access my power. Hands need... Okay. Not sure what's question mark for deep dungeon. Current raid stat. Hell on rails. Fates. Always good. I wonder if these are the same or different. But we can find that out. Real quick. Let me head to home. That is completely fair. Especially with, just with the way it is with the cold affecting the body in such a way that I think it's like the veins like goes up. I forget the specific, but how that puts more of a strain on your heart, and if you're not already like somewhat physically active, your body might not be able to handle the strain. So it makes complete sense for people to be forbidden for doing that. So far, the snow shovel is really nice that I have. I still have to be like cool with it, so it still takes a hot minute. But we don't have an outlet from what I've seen outdoors, so I didn't want to get something that like plugged in. But if for some reason something ever happens to that shovel down the line, I'll probably upgrade to a specific snowblower, because that would be nice. You know what if I just made some more of those and put them on the market board, actually? What's the alchemy? Yeah. Granted, we need to gather some leaves, I think. I don't know where these leaves are. Check. Another tome! Bah humbug. Make a couple more. Put it on the marker board and then go to grind. Oh, neat. Why is there spookies? Semi-spooky stories about the... God, I am going to butcher this name. Appalachian Mountains? I am fascinated, at least. When we're talking about getting, like, a harness, like, some proper snowshoes, maybe. He really only has his one pair of shoes, and I'm reminded every time it snows, it's just like, that's a little sketchy. Thank you. I am glad. I'm never quite sure, so I'm always worried that I'm gonna, like, butcher something. Just letting Upcarnus know that I sent him some pieces. That's good. I'm glad. I'm always worried. I am a potentially worried person. Not what I want on. It definitely looks like I will need to work on getting these homes for crafting, because a lot of these ingredients are attached to homes. That should be good for now, I think. This one, only really gonna need just one. Oh, that's too much, I think. No, that was enough. Always big numbers. With having my crafters up, trying to get better about making some hot items that are released. Getting them on the market board to possibly get some of the monies. Okay. Let's head to Curl, if they'll let me in. Ether is open? Hot dang, we're going to Ether. Sorry, Ether's never open during the day. I'm so surprised. That's where my Discord is. And by my Discord, I mean a Discord that I'm in. I have a link Pearl set up with them, so, like, kids sometimes randomly get pulled into things. I like to be available for that. I like to feel included. Okay. So, gotta join in on this, I guess. I changed the stage because, if anyone doesn't know, for the Friday Savage raid content stuff, I am healing that as a shield healer. So I, should know the things. let's go get the weapon. And by weapon, I mean the tome weapon. I just need one more of these guys, then we can go in. Yeah, didn't use these on... I randomly joined someone going through one of the trials that was the crossover with Monster Hunter Wilds? I think it was Wilds. So I got a lot of chests that I didn't open. And I realized I haven't done the one for Sage, and I was curious.
The president must pay for his crimes.
Guess we're...
Give him what for, champion? His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Lindworm?
That would be exciting. Will that be working on your comic?
His arm is slithering out. Oh, that's disgusting.
I meant to look at your setup, and I definitely have not yet.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil. Another attack evaded with a bomb. Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
That will be fun.
Arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning?
I want to play more with watercolors. I know I played with them a lot growing up, and I feel like I did not like revisit being able to play with them more as an adult.
Oh no! The gore has lashed onto the champion! Don't panic!
Oh boy.
And they're back in action! Can they turn the tide?
skip that, but that's fine. I know the carpal tunnel's been kind of like not really all over the place, just the cold has definitely been affecting it, so been trying to not do too much with it, but also trying to think on what like sort of learning I want to do this year, or just in general. Things I want to know effectively. Do you know what days you're gonna be doing it?
What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control? The Lindworm's completely healed. What outrageous regenerative power! Is there no limit to his regenerative capacity?
Oh boy. It's fine. Don't need that. I guess we could grab a chest piece for somebody. Of course, Monday to Thursdays after work for an hour or so before I get... That'd be fun. Once you solidify your schedule, you know, I'd love to make sure that around okay, we could go get our weapon. For the first time, grabbing a sage weapon rather than a white mage. Thanks. Need that. Where is that? Technically a relic. Technically. Alright. One sage weapon. No more choo-choos, fortunately. I mean, I could glamour it, but... I can't desync these. Fortunate. Alright. See if we can reach. Quick. It's got one. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, can't do it, so I might see about putting spell speed into that slot. For now though, I am too much of a baby to do the specific roulettes as the healer, so as a sage healer, so we're just okay. I can only select one at a time. That is fine. Be easy. We actually have 2 DPS. The lighting looks really good too. That you have set up. I know it can be hard to go back to something after you've been away from it for a while. Sometimes giving the push to yourself is also hard. I feel like there's no easy answer for getting back into it either, other than just like feels like just doing it. But just doing it doesn't feel like an adequate enough answer sometimes. I know sometimes whenever I notice that like someone has kind of effectively stopped streaming, I just kind of assume that like real life stuff either happened or like maybe they decided that, you know what, maybe I don't actually want to be doing this kind of deal, which is also fair. Yeah, it's still hard though. It's still hard to just be like, okay, if I just do it, it'll be fine. I'm sure I've talked about it already. There is like effectively a TikToker that I have had recently found. And recently feels kind of subjective for the fact that it's just like, I'm sure it's been a couple of months at this point, but it still feels recent enough to call it recent. Where, she just does things that she's been procrastinating on and times herself to see how long it actually took to do the thing she's been procrastinating. Which is, funny enough, also something I've had to do / tell myself sometimes as well, of just kind of like, okay, I don't really want to be doing this, but I also know that it's just going to take me 10 minutes. So if I could just tell myself that, hey, it's just 10 minutes. I know we don't want to do it, but I want X to be clean. Can set my workout. But also, same could be said for things that I know I'm procrastinating on, such as calling my dentist back for appointment related things. Just like, I know I should call them back. I know it would probably be like 5 minutes, but also sometimes the anxiety wins. I feel you, Birdie. You also have like you were saying, you have like work, so like your job. Housework is always feels like a forever ongoing beast of a thing that needs to be tackled. Because the moment you look away is when it decides that it has become a mound of work to do. Everything's dirty all the time. Yeah. Especially dishes. Dishes and laundry. Always dirty. Don't attack me! I didn't do this. There's been perpetually clean laundry that's been in need of folding for quite a while. And I am very slowly trying to work on it. And no, part of the reason it turned into a mound was because of the issues we were having with our washer. But we did get new washer that I haven't officially taken for like a proper run through yet. But I do know that it works. They did small tests before they left that day, and it was working as intended, so I have no worries on that. The stress tolerance, I don't think I've heard of that. Hold up for 3 seconds while I Google this. That is fair. The internet search was trying to fancify it. Unfortunately, mine comes from just like just bad childhood, bad negative consequences in terms of cleaning. So like for me, it is very much if I have failed to uphold something, the brain simply thinks that something bad is going to happen because I failed to upkeep it in a proper state. Despite the fact that, like, it's not even that bad. But that's also part of it, for the fact that, like, part of the part of it was around the fact that it was wildly blown out of proportion, of just kind of like, yeah, it's not clean, but it's also not the worst kind of deal. I'm pretty sure my mom is a little OCD, but not in a way that she knew how to manage. And unfortunately, she is old enough to where she's probably never going to change that. Sir, I was standing still. I disagree. I just try to tell myself that, you know, dirty dishes are just a product of the fact that we had a nice home-cooked meal, and that we deserve to have a clean space for ourselves, and also try to balance that with also deserving to relax sometimes. It doesn't always work, but it is, as always, a work in progress. Guess I already have that, so I don't need it. Oh. Accidentally double tabbed into there. Always do the work to the best of your ability. And tripping up is part of it sometimes. So long as you get back to it, it should mostly be fine. At least that's what I have to remind myself. Like, even with keeping up with, like, going to the gym and stuff. Whenever there have been times in the last year, I have not gone to the gym as much as I would have liked. Or missed it for, like, maybe body just being uncooperative. Tell myself that so long as I pick it right back up when I'm feeling better, that will mean more in the long term than feeling bad for the continuous missing of days. Hank is being slightly impatient with the fact that we have two newbies, which is why I'm saying way over here, because I don't want me being over on the edge to make it seem like yeah, we could just start this encounter. It's just like, no, we wait. Wait for the newbies to watch the cutscene. Yeah, that wasn't timed as well as I would like, but that's fine. I think a lot of the... God, I know it's a meme, kinda. But I don't remember where it was from or how it was started, just being like... winning at therapy, even though, like... that's not really a normal thing to want, kind of deal. Yes, that one. I wouldn't be surprised if it originated on Tumblr. Wrong spot. I have moments where I'm on Tumblr a lot, and then other moments of not being on as much. That's fair. I got 20. Nothing I need. Oh, well. I don't have enough space, so. Ink was real quick to leave. Okay, why is my... Oh, yeah, I guess that would be... That also would be a reason. Oh, this takes up an actual space in my inventory. No wonder. Okay, well... I need this. We could go sell this card real quick. Yep, it's over here. I'm trying to get back into the groove with Tumblr at least. My main hiccup is the fact that I am constantly forgetting to properly tag stuff. Ooh, those are some really nice pants, actually. Might keep those, actually. Shoes are alright. Pretty sure I have some decent ones. Oh. Well, that's a neat headpiece, actually. I could just have it be the baseball cap. I need to keep that. Sorry, storage. You're constantly full. I keep throwing more things into it. Oh, I don't need this anymore, actually. Keep that in there for now. This is a fun piece, but I don't really need it. Yes. Fine. The only thing I try to remember to tag has just been stream related like posts, mostly because I feel like I probably should. Don't need those. But as a whole, like, I forget so much. I guess I'd not save then. Oh well. Make it. Those. I have terrible organization skills going on here. Up there. Oh well. Okay, so can't Can't get rid of the crystal paste. I need that. Okay. We did a leveling? We did. You know what? Also, I could do the other, like, raid sets. Like, why not? That'll give me part of it, too. Unfortunately, I also kind of learned the means of tagging on Tumblr as just having a conversation or saying something that could have been said in like the actual post, but like instead putting it into the tags.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
Yeah, I don't know how normal it technically is. I feel like a lot of us that were like introduced to Tumblr super early on, like started doing that, and I don't even know why it like technically started as that. And even then, it's probably just not like something unique to it.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach. How about this?
Oh boy.
Another attack evaded
Well,
with a form.
I was gonna grab him, but fine.
Behold, the essence of martial mastery.
Yeah, will be.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched.
There is much more to come.
And this, I don't really need to move from the spot.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
Away. Fine.
No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
I sure was not prepared for the phase transition there. was tricked. I was tricked.
My reign is absolute. I will not lose. The tyrant altered his form. He looked even more tyrannical than before.
Know the folly of challenging me unenhanced.
That's fine. I got it. I don't know if it's actually, like, for the best to just be sitting in the hick box.
Not yield my throne.
What a display of power! He's
I feel that.
Light up the behemoth!
Now fall.
Okay, we have enough people. I have been contemplating getting back into my Animal Crossing file. I'm just so, for some reason, embarrassed at the notion of, like, my villagers perceiving me after all of these years. Being like, I'm sorry I left you alone for literal years. Please don't be upset. That is fair. I did contemplate that because the other issue is that, like, my villagers remember my ex. It's like, oh, well.
Try this.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's working. But also, I'm being very stubborn about the fact that it's just like, I could just get him back. I could just have them, like, remember something else.
The ring shall presently be restored.
The only downside of just letting your villagers remember your nickname as oh, I remember you kind of deal, and instead it's just like, oh, actually I prefer not to be called by that nickname right now, thank you.
What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
Oh boy. No, it does not have to stay open. Because at which point OBS is the one keeping it open, so you don't have to have it open on like a browser. Get these chess pieces. I'm not sure if Isabella would be able to change that. That's a good question. I know that it would just take like being consistent again and showing up, being like, hey, don't call me that anymore kind of deal. And letting them call me something else. But I haven't actually thought about checking with Isabel. I don't think so, but also it's been a while since I've been in the game, so for all I know, that could very well be the case. There's definitely a lot of stuff on the island that wanted to hold on to effectively if I had the chance. Oh, branches are being a little finicky. Fine. I know. It always feels a little bad seeing like someone miss the jump that you just made. I goofed up. Grab that other one. Did I make it over there? I thought I would have made that one for sure. Oh well. Right, it was over here. I thought for a second I might have accidentally passed. That's fine. Go the easy route. There's not a lot of people in this one. Everyone must be off doing roulettes. Much as I would love to go for the goal, The pathway to the goal would definitely be one I would mess up. Ooh, what you having? Apcarnis is going to be picking up some food to bring back. From card shop endeavors. Luckily, it seems like people have been showing up to this other card shop, so it's getting a little bit more regular. Hi, Queen. I love you. I hope you're doing good. We got to... I guess we summoned you by talks of Animal Crossing. Get some food. Nice. I forget. Were you a part of the United States that got a lot of snow as well? We got 17 inches here. That is fair, Queen. 0 snow, just cold. Yeah, it was so much snow, Queen. There's so much. I'm gonna double check the photos I have taken of all the snow just to make sure there's nothing possibly doxable in there. I don't think so, but just to make sure, I will take a look, and if it looks good, I will share it in the Discord just to show like how much snow we got. Send you some? Use some in the disk drive. Because that's definitely how that works. We have 3 trade emotes, or weapons, that I can see. Nothing bad will come of this. Clearly not.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal Van Fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
Right, it's not full.
Come, my
I now have the very weird problem of trying to treat this like what I know of Savage rather than it just being a normal raid.
This is my show. I will hear you scream.
A wicked weapon. Van Fatale's poised to execute a fatality.
You will become a stain on this.
You know what? It is the start of a new week. I could also see if maybe there are some groups going.
enough, I'm afraid. Oh, that must have hurt. Hang in there.
This is just the beginning. My faithful minions, give me your ether!
It's begun. She's draining the audience of their ether.
All of you will feed me.
Be a bit of a big one, so.
That becomes at least the ether. The challenger's in her realm now.
Also, have a good food, birdie. Sure was like to see that.
You are a stubborn one, but it is not too late to beg for mercy.
The spectacle of slaughter resumes. How will the challenger adapt? It's a veritable
Yeah. So I wasn't in the circle to absorb that one. Oh boy.
They've been felled.
Yeah. Yeah. That bleed hurt.
Thunder down. Can they recover from this?
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal.
Been a hot minute since I've seen a wipe on
The challenger
a normal raid.
cruel mistress.
But it's also still at the point of this raid set's still, I feel like, new enough to where a wipe can happen like that.
This is my show. I will hear you scream.
A wicked weapon. Van Fatale poised to execute a fatality.
They got tanked.
You will become a stain on this
Challenger has nowhere left to
We did it way early that time. I was not expecting the second round, so that was my bad. I didn't get hurt, but it's still my bad. Unfortunately, I have too many people with debuffs on to feel they taking that normally.
This is just the beginning. My faithful minions, give me your ether!
It's begun! She's draining the audience of their ether.
All of you will feed me.
That Patel's unleashed the ether. The challenger's in her realm now.
This should be fine. Perpetually low on lilies always. Whoop. Yeah, this works. Oh, but that worked, but not the way that I was intending.
You are a stubborn one, but it is not too late to beg for mercy.
This spectacle of slaughter resumes. How will the challenger adapt?
Ow. Beans.
It's a veritable rain of death.
Good question.
Can they recover from this?
I saw hi, Nikki. Hope you're doing good. I'll do a vanilla.
Can they turn the tide?
Such insolence I have never known.
Chat's full of cuties.
I need more ether!
Of course, is getting the chicken nuggies.
She's draining the crowd ether again! I hope our dear spectators are feeling all right.
Sounds good.
In pain lies pleasure.
Do you mean to grab the door or anything, or?
Even more ether! How will this end?
I think he might have left already. Lock the handle. Okie dokie.
What power? Looks like someone isn't holding back.
Okie dokie.
On your knees, damn you!
Wait. I'll give it
It's all
to
over.
White
Until
Mage.
next time.
Right, only one chest piece. Sounds good. I hope the roads have been alright. I assume they're pretty okay, but, you know. It's snowing again. Oh no. Rip. I'll have to do this one again. Clearly, I'll just need to go in as a sage. With my 1 item level difference. Okay, real quick. Let me go unlock the door handle. It's a little early, but, I don't want to be caught up in the middle of something and, have forgotten. So, one moment. Alright. Door has been unlocked. Also, I'm glad you have food. Just letting Epicarnus know real quick that I also have Cane on hand. While I wasn't doing all that much lifting, I would think. outside with the snow. I still have to kind of maneuver my way around in the snow as much as possible. And, yeah, body's not liking that right now. Which is to be expected. Oh, right, I didn't get the piece. Whoops. Well, we go again. And hope that, hopefully, it's not too bad. Even are these vials? They look very steampunky. Carrots are very good for texture and moisture. Fortunately, I'm just not a very big fan of them being in like a stew. Something about like the squishy texture like throws me off. Despite the fact that like potatoes get squishy and I'm fine with those. I think it's purely just like weirdly a texture thing. They do look like sonic screwdrivers. Makes me happy. And, you know, sometimes people just have wild names out in the wild. I think it's hard. Over here trying to add numbers up with my hands. And not in like a normal way either. By a normal way, like, what would be the good example of this? 5 plus 3 plus 1. Brain will be like, okay, well, if I add the +1 to the 3, that's a 4, and then that's 9 kind of deal. Except, more tedious lines, I guess. Alright, who gets... Gunbreaker gets the cardio, I think.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Someone said meowdy. Clearly, I was playing with Nikki and didn't realize it.
This is my show. I will hear you scream.
Also, I don't remember if you said already, but I hope you're doing good, Nikki.
A wicked weapon. That Patel poised to execute a fatality.
Same. Big same.
You will become a stain on the...
It's been going into single digits overnight. Negatives? No!
Hang in there.
This is just the beginning. My faithful minions, give me your ether!
It's begun. She's draining the audience of their ether.
All of you will feed me.
I imagine a good chunk of it is the cold.
The challenger's in her realm now.
But I'm just always like perpetually in some sort of pain because of like bodies, so. I just have to take a whole lot of breaks.
You are a stubborn one, but it is not too late to beg for mercy.
This spectacle of slaughter resumes. How will the challenger adapt? It's a veritable rain of death.
Nope. Nope. I should have used should have used the Adderall to heal myself. I panicked.
Such insolence I have never known. More. I need more ether.
She's draining the crowd's ether again. I hope our dear spectators are feeling all right.
I've also been trying to be real careful with like taking care of the snow outside with it being so cold. Like, it's one thing to do it, it feels like when it's hot, when like I feel like our bodies kind of expect some level of heat versus the cold where it's just like I don't want to be here. I didn't think I was in the range. Guess I was wrong. That could also be a thing too. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance. It's
I'll
all
give it to
over.
the healer.
Until next time.
Clearly, I'm a little rusty from literally a few days ago. Okay, though. Got the piece for that. I'm trying to get some gear for, my red mage. Could use it. A lot of what I have is accessories right now. Soup and stews are so great when it's cold. Something about it just hits right. I completely forgot about the fact. I got a notification that Earth Must Die game was released. That's the one that has Alex Horn as one of the voice actors.
This will be a tag team match of extreme
Yeah.
proportions.
I can handle you alone.
Oh, did I get party to the wrong person? I think so.
For the challenger. Oh, what fearsome flames! He set the ring ablaze.
I ride the inferno.
I enjoy it a whole lot. It feels like a good silly.
The flames are spreading. At this rate, the challenger will be trapped.
I'll wipe you out.
Hey, save some fun for me.
Deep Blue's lost his cool. He's tagging in.
If there ain't a wave to ride, just make one yourself.
gods! What an enormous raid!
That definitely wasn't enough to break shield.
Bet you've never seen anything this gnarly.
And they dance out of the way unharmed! Unbelievable!
You're going down! What a drag. Let's do this together, bro.
Honestly, I've contemplated like making more like bit alerts based off of like Taskmaster.
So it's only fair. The extremes fight as one.
It seems the referee is allowing it. It's double trouble for the challenger.
We're just getting started. Hey, check out this smooth teamwork.
Trying to still lean enough to attack.
The brothers have triggered a fusion explosion! Truly, they're deadly.
Yeah, that would be the only downside. Unfortunately, a necessary component to Haven's stew.
I've been saving this trick just for you.
Oh, brace yourselves, folks. The extremes are holding nothing back.
Oh. Probably should have done that.
Bet you've never seen anything this gnarly.
Impressive footwork on display today.
I ride the Inferno.
Boy, it's fine.
You're going down.
I just swear I had shield going, but oh well.
If there ain't a wave to ride, just make one yourself.
This fine.
What power? Looks like someone isn't holding back. It's all over. Until next time.
I get the feeling that once I hit 100, it's not going to, like, give me my relic weapon. I imagine it will still be a longer process than this. Wait. Okay. Have enough. Turn in for dirt. Should turn it in for a casting shirt so that way I can have Red Mage have something. My upgrades have felt all over the place. Let's see. Do casting. Bit of an awkward fit, but it'll do for now. Got it up to 760 with just that one piece alone. And I really need to figure out. You know what? I think I know some place I can go to. Base Omicron. I figured I'd wait a sec. Till Epcarnus is home. To work on more things and figure out what we're doing. Yeah. Fishing lower. Must be because of this, honestly. Okay. Go right over here. Oh, also, I don't remember if I showed you all, but I got wings. I'm pretty sure I shared in the Discord, but for the first time I've ever seen the mount drop, I rolled a 99 on it. So now I have a choo-choo. Which feels fun for me. I do like how they're just white and purple. I wish there was kind of an option to not have it transform out for some of the flights, but it's all in all not that bad. Go ahead and accept all of these. I think this is... No, this is a today's allowance. Give me all of them. Okay, quite a few of them are over here, so start off here. I'm trying to get crafter script. I didn't check to see actually if that would give me crafter script. That sure would have been a good idea. What other parts does it have on it? Oh, like parts of the train. Yeah, other parts of the train. I have seen videos of that fight being modded to have Thomas the Train. Welcome back. Okie dokie. I priced this back. Level cheater. Suppose you've helped me with my work. This is food. I'm so hungry. The rocks and dirt were beginning to look like freshly baked bread and powdered sugar. Thank you for this bounty. Speaking of which, you haven't seen that would-be taskmaster from the global community around, have you? He criticizes me upon every opportunity. Not a surprise for someone of his stripe, but my ears may well bleed from the abuse. Still, little use wondering why villains will be vile when there's a meal to be had. Now I feed. Imagine the other one is over here. What is it? Make it quick. Patrolling requires the utmost concentration now. For you. Food for me? Why, how unexpected. Truth be told, my patrols so far have been an exercise in battling off pangs of boredom and hunger. Equal measure. This at least shall help with the latter. While you're here, might not you do something about the layabout freedom fighter? I've noticed a number of careless errors in his work. If I am expected to work alongside his kind, it is only right that he be held to the same standard of diligence, empty stomach notwithstanding. But perhaps it is best not to think about what work until after I've eaten this gift. So quickly does one mood turn dark without substance. Have my thanks. I imagine they were probably making it fresh. Probably, but still. I saw chat says hi. guess I could just do that. Oh, that must be in the other area. Thank you. I just didn't know, like... Yeah, food chat. Yeah, I'll be in there. I can turn these in at least. Oh, okay. This is just for reputation. It's not giving me crafting prep. Clay bag down there. Gun token. Wanted. Cool. Luckily, I'm high enough level to where I don't need to worry about that. Oh, I turned it into them up here, I guess. There we go. There's my reputation. Still considered friendly. Guess it's better than neutral, but that's right. Okay, so let's grab what society quests I know are here for getting crafting script. Forklift certified. Yeah, this should be fine. These are in for a bit. Yes. Three of these. For this. I have a couple. Pretty sure I only need 3 for now anyway. Ooh, a map. Take a map. I don't have enough anyway. It should probably be fine. Get me some scripts. I bypassed it completely. Much as I would have liked to hope, but it's Frankly, I should see about grabbing 3 more. Anything else I could grab that would be faster. What's up? I have not caught up on the news.
Right now, I'm catching up dumb part.
What is the dumb part of the news?
So, you know how over the past week,
I think I missed that actually.
well, it's because it's preemptively fuck you.
I'm sorry, I can't relate.
Basically, it's like hey,
For context, Chad, he's gotten the brain freeze, and I, who has never gotten a brain freeze, just can't relate.
so basically, CBS News is owned by Larry Ellison. Well, CBS as a company, technically the Paramount, owned by Larry Ellison. One of the basically rich old racist funds. And to capitulate to Trump, quote quote, he fought the Free Press, who's owned by Barry Weiss, person who was so insufferable even the New York Times.
Yeah.
But made her editor-in-chief have been quote unquote clean house by basically changing out everyone. Yes, and it's like they're announcing a new like lineup of like correspondence reporters. It's a list of people I've never heard of before. But one of them, his name is Andrew Haberman, unfortunately. And it's like, literally, I'm doing 5 minutes of research on this guy. It's like, okay, cool. He's most infamous for getting into a very public fight with a coffee. Does not believe the flu vaccine does anything. The typical, that type of health specialists. It's just like, CBS News is, yeah, like, we already knew it, but it's definitely dead.
Gods.
Like I said, the dumb part of it. I didn't warn you.
Yeah, now you did. I feel like I would rather dumb news than, like, depressing news right now.
Hey, Bernie.
Have a good night, birdie. In case you do end up feeling like coming back, it would be. of course, there's a time node. I could grab that. Should be able to go grab that. You know what, then again, I might not be able to get it. It might be a homeworld thing. It is. Yeah, it's probably a homeworld thing. Rip. Well, you know what? I sure forgot to go see space when I was on Homeworld, so... I have an idea. Being that I'm not on Homeworld and can't get purple script all that easily. Not. All lit up. Oh, there it is. I just had to look at it differently, I guess. What this has going on in here? Well, see what actually updated here. They said there was stuff that updated here. Gravity. Oh, that's a cosmic exploration. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe there wasn't something that was added to this. Lots of them. Oh, hey. That was an item I recently sold because the ship had picked it up. I wasn't sure what it was for, so I just sold it. Good to know how to be able to get it if I want more. Power of Blood. I have not been in the Tower of Blood. God, I haven't done one of these in a while. We could go take a look, see what's up. I'll do this one. Full. Should probably call it so that way I can more properly the food before it gets too cold. I sure hear the effects going off, but I have everything not in my party, like, off. It is nice to see that there are still a lot of people that frequent this area, at least. Part of it is probably because of, like, the data center, but it's still neat. You know, I sure don't have my here usually for this area. be able to attack. We're just gonna have to. Hope for the best. Thought my combo had ended. Marks. Apple, yeah, people. Oh, that's why, because it also gives the crystal paste. Hey Harley. Doing alright. Doing my best to stay warm. Hope you're doing good. I wonder if this is somehow faster to do here than normal. Who knows? And jump on the rocks. poking to see if there were any treasure chests that I could up. So the answer so far seems to be not really. Yep, not even there. Okay. Nice. I've seen a lot of people play Minecraft lately. It almost makes me want to, but unsure about it. Yeah, I probably should still call it to make sure I can get some of the food before it's cold. This is over in the Crescent for Occult. The Phantom Weapon stuff dropped today. And I thought that there was like something new that was added here, but I was having trouble seeing it on the patch notes. So I figured, oh, maybe I just misremembered. I do have some food that I really should go eat before it gets too terribly cold, so go say hi. Frost. Looks like she's gonna be doing more Kingdom Hearts 2, so in on that. Friday will be more Savage raid. I think we'll be able to get the clear, but till then, we can only practice and hope we get there. I do really like how these. Probably not the best spot to be, like, hoisting my character at, but. Clearly I need to go look around and see, like, what good photo G-post spots are. But I hope you all have a good one. Stay warm. I will see you all Friday for Savage. Bye.